Welcome to This Odd Journey. Thank you so much for being here in this space with me. We're going to do some tarot readings, pick a pile style. So I'm going to show you 3 frequency cards, and I want you to choose the one that you are drawn to. So number 1, number 2, or number 3. Now that you've chosen your number, let's hop into the readings and see what messages you need to hear. Now, I did set the intention of this particular read to see what any blocks you may be holding on to when it comes to creating and manifesting and bringing in all of the things that you desire. So we're going to take a look into this and see what could potentially be blocking you from creating that reality that you are so very much longing for, okay? So moving into reading number 1, and that was this frequency. We have the Hanged Man and the 6 of Cups showing for you. Now, I feel like for many of you, what holds you back is limited beliefs, being caught in other people's webs of lies, the webs that they have weaved around who you are, what you're supposed to be doing, what you're supposed to be. I feel like for many of you, these limited beliefs were placed on you in terms of what you're actually worthy of. You feel as though your worth is only this much. In the core of you, you know that's not true, but there's this subconscious thought playing inside of you. Every time you get a step closer to that creation, to having what you want, somehow that subconscious belief just kicks in and completely blocks you. It keeps you stuck in so many ways. It keeps you stuck on this path, this way of thinking that's very, very narrow. I feel like for many of you, you often accept less than what you actually deserve from the people in your life because of this limited belief, because of this block. You tend to accept the cookie crumbs and think, well, that's good enough. While your mind may be saying that your heart is longing for something more. Whatever this limited belief is, whether it's feeling like you're unworthy of something more, maybe someone told you something like that in your past, or maybe you just picked up that idea yourself. You got to know how expansive you are. You got to know that the universe wants to serve you up. Serve you up a beautiful platter of everything that you've been longing for. But you have got to crush this belief wherever it came from. Whoever said you wasn't good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not worthy. This could be a block on your finances. Someone saying, You have to be born into money, or we're just average people, good hard working souls. You got to work hard for the money, baby. And so your subconscious soaked that information up. So when you sit down to manifest and work on those dreams and those goals and those wishes, they're just being blocked by these beliefs, these things that have been programmed into your subconscious mind. So let's take a moment and create space for you to work through those limited beliefs, to allow those beliefs to change right here and right now. It's time for you to expand. It's time for you to know that you are more than enough. You are great. You are beautiful. You are worthy. And you can do it your way. You get to make the rules because you're that powerful. Know this to be true. Now I want you to search within for that limited belief. Take a moment and just move into your body. You may feel a certain area of your body start to vibrate, or you just have a sensation or a feeling that something's there. And you want to uncover that truth right here and right now. You want to see what that limited belief is for yourself so that you can take care of this block that you have right here and right now. Feel that within you. Whatever it is, it may come up as an image, some experience you had in the past. It may come up as a voice telling you exactly what it is. And just allow that to come to the forefront. And whatever that is for you, if you hear somebody saying something to you and that just stuck in your mind, whatever they said, whatever happened, whatever you felt, see it clearly, feel it clearly, hear it clearly. And let's take a moment and change that. So whatever words was said to you, or whatever you felt, whatever you're seeing, move into that space and change, alter, shift that scene now. See how that feels. See how your body responds to that as you begin to use the power of your words to create openness, to break through these barriers, to expand. Knowing that you are worthy, truly, of all that you desire. Okay, reading number 2. And that was this one. What I'm feeling blocks you definitely has something to do with pain, trauma, things that you have experienced in your past, guilt or shame or resentments, anger, frustration. I'm hearing shame like really, really loud. Like for some of you, these experiences that you had You're carrying a lot of shame with that. This could be like you feeling as though you deserved it, whatever that it is for you, whatever that pain was for you, whatever that trauma was for you. There is a part of you inside that feels like you deserved it. And when you carry that frequency, when you are walking in that frequency of shame and feeling like you deserve it, well, the universe responds in that manner. That is your block. Feeling almost like guilt as well for, I feel like for some of you, it's almost this notion of you could have made a different choice to stop it, or you could have made a different choice. And this pain, it barricades you inside. It barricades your heart. All of those energetics are just swirling around in the heart chakra. And I feel like here today, it's time to let go of that guilt. It's time to let go of that shame. It's time to know, you probably said it to yourself, but again, that subconscious is like, you deserved it. You did this. You could have done this. The shoulda, the coulda, the would'ves. But it's time to know here right now that it was not your fault. It's time to forgive yourself. It's time to clear out this energy in the heart space. It is time to clear out the energy in the heart space. So I'm going to hold space for you to do that. To open up the heart and feel all of those energetics. Whatever that traumatic experience was for you, that deep wound, it cut you. It's fresh, it's alive, it's within you. And although you can't change that experience, you can release it. It's okay to do so. You don't have to take that with you. Opening up your heart. This is about acceptance. This is about raw feelings coming to the surface. Maybe for a few of you, you've kind of stuffed all of that down and not really processed it properly, not really allowed yourself to feel it. But in this space, you are safe to do so. You are safe to allow for those feelings to come up, for them to rise up and have a voice. For that pain, the heartache, whatever you feel right now in this moment, just allow in a way that you never have before. You're not alone. Now move your consciousness into your heart space. And I want you to find where that guilt or that anger, that shame, all of that pain, where it's being stored. And as you see that area, I want you to imagine that this beautiful golden, white, silvery light is just coming in from the crown, moving down into the heart space, just flooding this area with this beautiful light. This light is filled with the frequency of forgiveness, of peace, serenity, releasing and letting go, acceptance, love, compassion, and grace for yourself. Feel that. Feel that space for all of those really tough emotions that you've been holding on to for so long. Feel that space up with this light, with these frequencies. You are surrendering to your block and transmuting that block. You are powerful. Strong, courageous. For some of you, there's a message coming through about acknowledging your experience, because you will turn that pain into a power. You will help others through their path with that same pain that you've been holding on to, the things that you experienced. The way that you just transmuted this energy, the way that you just forgave, the way that you just accepted, the way that you just released just now is the exact same way that you will hold that space for others to do the exact same thing. And you will learn and you will grow along the way. Hold that light. Share that light. And number 3. So what's showing up as your block, I feel, is there's almost this message of like not trusting your intuition. I feel like for a lot of you, you could be listening to outside factors, not going within, not listening to your own intuition. I feel like you've caught on to this pattern many, many, many times. Like the moment that you start listening to someone else, you're literally creating that block, and you're seeing it like you're seeing yourself hit the wall, or you're seeing how the path that they chose for you was not the right path for you, was not the right decision or choice for you. And you've noticed this pattern around and around and around and around. And when it comes time for you to trust your intuition, I feel like these tests continuously keep showing up for you in a way that's like, are you going to make a different choice this time? Are you going to choose to follow your intuition? Are we going to do that this time? I keep seeing my sign and symbol for like a cycle being repeated. And I feel like for many of you, you've already picked this out. You already know it. But Spirit's like, when are you going to start trusting your intuition? Because that is your block. Something as, well, it's not simple. It's not always simple. Sometimes it's very hard to listen to those subtleties. Sometimes it's very hard to say, okay, I'm going to take this leap of faith and I'm going to trust what I'm feeling, what I'm getting, where I'm being pushed to. It is very hard to do that. But I feel like there's this energy moving through that's like, just surrender to that. The moment that you do, you start walking in alignment. You break the barriers of your blocks when you start walking in alignment with your intuition. You will know exactly the steps to take. You will know exactly how to navigate through. You will know without a shadow of a doubt. The moment that you continue to step into that, allowing your intuition to have a voice, allowing your power to unfold, allowing to be navigated by the heart space. I also feel like there's a message coming through for some of you about taking a step back and seeing the times that you did trust your intuition, the times that you kind of played around with that. I feel like this was probably childhood, like early teen years. And you were just kind of in this childlike essence, so it was more available. It was easier to follow that. And the older you got, I feel like you began to doubt yourself because of the external factors. Like, hey, we should go left. Friends, parents, whatever, family, strangers even. Well, why would we go left? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, you're probably right. You know, and it was just that subtle programming over time to where you began to doubt yourself and created this block for yourself. So I feel like holding space for you to tap back into that childlike essence, for you to get back into that ease of trusting you. So let's do that now. And this is exactly what this frequency is for you. Having that ability to know and trust in you. Trust that you're connected. And I want you to feel good about this. Like there's just this energy moving through that's like, let's go back to the times to where you felt good about this. I almost bet that for some of you, you were like feeling like you were a superhero in some kind of way. Like you just knew things. You knew how to do things. You picked up on things very quickly as well. And that made you feel good inside. Tap into that feeling. Get into that frequency. That feel good energy. That knowingness that you are powerful. That knowingness that you got it going on. That knowingness that you know. Because your intuition is strong. And you are so very much connected. Feel that. Connect to that. Vibrant, vibrant energy inside of you. And allow it to expand. Trust me. Trust my intuition. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all. See you next time.